Hello everybody, good afternoon and welcome to our third MXGP TV live studio show here from the Red Sand circuit in Spain for MXGP of La Comunitat Valenciana. I tell you what, it's a little bit warmer here this week than it was last week. Got a great show for you lined up today. We've got Conrad Mewse, who's already in position, the Hitachi Ace KTM UK rider. We've got Max Anstie coming in as well from Rockstar Energy Husqvarna. And we've also got a guy called Daniel Zollinger coming in, who is media marketing manager for STC Racing Husqvarna. Of course, Henry Jacobi riding for that team. First race today just got off behind us. That's the EMX 250 LCQ. We've got a timing screen there. We'll keep an eye on that. But before we go any further, Lisa Leyland. Here we are in Spain.
Yeah.
A little bit warmer this week. A little bit further south as well. Have you thawed out yet? Have you defrosted?
I have defrosted. It did take a while, though. It did take a while, but it's nice temperatures. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this weekend. It's my home from home, isn't it?
It is,
it's
yeah.
Like my
you
home
just
GP.
live a couple hours north from here.
Yeah.
And a busy weekend as well. EMX 250 on the calendar or on the programme for the first time.
First round, yeah, and 92 riders entered into that, so
Wow.
it's going to be quite a busy weekend.
Hence the LCQ going on behind us right now. But let's get on with the show. Conrad Mewse, Hitachi Ace KTM UK. Welcome to our studio show here. New bike, new team. Have you settled in so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a great start for me this season, actually. It was nice to start the season off in a solid position, to put myself there from the start. You know, obviously it's a long season. I think there's, what, 19, 20 rounds, I think. So, I mean, I'm not gonna get above myself just yet. You know, we're slowly plugging away, but apart from that, I can't complain. You know, everything's going great. We had a little bit of a mishap in the second motor in Argentina. But then we rebounded with 2 solid races in Valkenswaard. So we're in 6th in the championship now. I couldn't be any happier with that.
And what about the winter prep? How did that go? Did it go according to plan or better than expected, do you think, the winter training?
To be honest, I've had a big shock this winter. Things have just been great. You know, we've really changed the program up. We've obviously got new people on board from the changer team. And everything went perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better winter. And it really has showed from the start of the season. We've been very consistent the first couple of rounds. And it's been going good. Like I said, I couldn't have asked for a better winter, really. It was solid. Everything was in place. We had a great routine. Everyone around me was given 100%. And it was nice. It was nice to work with people that obviously wanted the best for me again, you know. Good.
And where are you based now? Is it Belgium or England?
I'm based back in England.
Right.
But obviously I still go across to Belgium for a week every now and then just to do some training and get with the guys again. But I mean, I'm based in England originally, which is obviously nice for me again to be back home and be back around people that speak the same language and have a bit of fun, you know. Yeah.
You mentioned you got a new team, new people on board, new trainer as well?
Yeah, everything new. It's basically like we've kind of refreshed the page and started again. We got new trainer, we got new everything, you know, and it's working great. We obviously found them guys early on at the end of last year.
So who is that then? Who are you training with, and how close are they based to where you are now living?
Quite close actually. They're guys from Loughborough Uni, which is obviously 5 minutes from where I'm staying. Yeah. We got Alex, the trainer. We got Josh, who takes care of my food and everything. So it's bang on. We've done it proper this winter, and like I said, it's showing off so far.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk this year then. It's been a pretty decent start, solid start for you. You happy with where you're at, 6th in the championship? Because there's been some, 3 top 6 results? Yeah,
you know, like I said, it's the way we ended last season. I was ready for this season, you know, to start off it a solid season. But no, like I said, the first 2 rounds were great. We had some really consistent rides, but most importantly, we put ourselves in a good position from the start. You know, it was getting out that gate and putting ourselves in that position, ready to go with the front guys. Obviously, Valkenswaard was a little bit difficult for me because I DNF'd the qualifying race.
What happened there? Because I came looking for you on Sunday morning, thinking, are you going out for the warm-up because you were holding your arm or your wrist? What was the problem at that moment in the qualifying race?
It was
or was it just the cold?
No, it was a bit of a manic qualifying race. I was in quite a good position, and then I went down once at the top of the hill around the back at the step-up. and that put me quite far back. I was about 17th. And then a lap later, I got together with Brilyakov going down the hill. We hit into each other quite hard at the bottom, actually. It was kind of, none of us wanted to give over, and we just kind of came together. But my hand went in his back wheel, and I was quite lucky, really. Obviously, it was close to the sprocket, and it just kind of went all up my arm, and for a second, I couldn't move my fingers or anything.
Okay.
So I was literally like, oh, this isn't good, you know? So I just cruised back round. I could barely pull the throttle back. And I think it was just in the moment where it was so cold that everything was kind of a bit stiff and really tight, you know? So, I mean, Saturday night, I was kind of led in the hotel thinking, like, man, I was really looking forward to this GP, and now it's came to this. But it loosened up that night, luckily, and I'm still losing a little bit of strength in the hand, but nothing major, you know? And it was, luckily we had a good Sunday and went from there.
Well, you went out and set fastest time in warm-up.
Well, I didn't really help myself there, did I? But, no, it was. I'm not going to complain with that. I felt really good on the bike all weekend. Yeah.
Now, we just saw you and Hunter Lawrence battling out in Valkenswaard, but we have managed to get a little throwback clip from the 85 Junior World Championship. I think this was in 2013. Not much has really changed now you're in MX2, really, has it?
Still battling together.
Hasn't. Yeah, it's... to be honest, them few years, even the 85s, and then again the second year in the 125s, overall, he always finished one place behind me. I was second on the podium, he was third. I was first on the podium, he was second, you know? So it was, we came up a long way, you know, and he's obviously stepped it up again this year, and he's got some good results.
And you haven't changed a bit, look.
I haven't, I still look the same.
You look exactly the same.
Is that a compliment or not?
There you go. You've had a bit more experience sort of like popping the cork nose since then, haven't you?
Well, I don't know about that.
Okay.
Move on, Lisa, quick.
Swiftly on. Social media question for you. Right. This is from Ollie Howell, 23, and he says, where do you want to finish in the championship, and are you aiming for the podium this weekend?
To be honest, I've said from the start of the year, my aim in the championship is to finish top 7. If I can finish top 7 in the championship this year, because this year is just, obviously the first year I've done everything so good, you know, and getting everything in place, and this is just the learning year for me. If I can get a solid result in the championship this year, and then next year we got to head down and really go for it. But I mean, as far as this weekend goes, obviously last weekend I had 4th overall, came quite close. But no, of course, I'm looking forward to having a solid race, and hopefully I do get on the podium. You know, that would be, obviously that's been one of my dreams since I was a kid. So hopefully I can put myself in a good position today to get the start tomorrow and have 2 really good races, and hopefully I do get on the podium.
Okay.
All right. Conrad Mewse, thanks for joining us here today. Max Anstie is waiting to come and talk to us. So before we meet Max Anstie, let's see what happened a week ago at the MXGP of Europe. Is highlights from MX2 Race 2. Check it out. MX2 Race 2. A much better start this time for Hunter Lawrence, number 96. Over on the right-hand side, it was another good one as well for Conrad Mewse. And just like race 1, Conrad Mewse inside the top 5, giving the more established aces a run for their money. He got pushed to the outside as Thomas Kjær-Olsen came through, though. TKO up into 4th place. Another great start for the STC Husqvarna of Henry Jacobi, as once again, Jonas led his teammate Prado. By lap 2, David Puches fell, handing 3rd place to Jacobi, who stayed there for more than half the race. All eyes once again, though, on the battle between Prado and Jonas. Jonas with a narrow lead. This one was a little bit closer. A poor start for Thomas Covington, but he started to make his way through the field. Prado wasn't happy with that move that his teammate put on him. Took his line away as he hit the finish line jump. Made him more determined to try and do something about the winner from race 1. It was all going so well for Jacobi until this mistake on lap 10 forced the German out of the race. It was an end to what could have been a stunning Grand Prix for the STC Husqvarna rider. Conrad Mewse got himself up into 4th, and that's where he would stay by the time the checkered flag fell. A good performance for the Hitachi Acer KTM UK rider and former Junior World Champion. Nothing in it between the two KTMs. But it was Prado who continued to dog his teammate Jonas. In the end, though, he ran out of time and only 3/10 separated the two Red Bull KTMs as they hit the line. It was another victory for Porsche Jonas. Prado came home second. Thomas Kjær Olsen, another top 3 finish for the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna in third. Mewse and Covington rounded out the top 5 in what was a fantastic second MX2 race here at Valkenswaard. That was your top 3 on the day: Jonas, Prado and Olsen. And in the championship, Porsche Jonas still remains unbeaten. Thomas Kjær Olsen now 18 points behind in second, with Hunter Lawrence third, 15 points behind the Dane. But here at Valkenswaard, Porsche Jonas made it 2 from 2 in 2018. Welcome back to our live MXGP TV studio show here at Red Sand in Spain, and our second guest is with us now, Max Anstie, Rockstar Energy Husqvarna Factory Racing, course racing in MXGP. Welcome to our studio show, Max, round 3. Before we go anywhere, because we want to talk about the season, but let's talk about Motocross of Nations 2017, Matterley Basin. Just really quickly, I know it's been a few months, but what a great day for you, what a great day for Team GB.
Yeah, you know, that's got to be... That's got to be up there, one of the most amazing things ever. I, you know, even before the race, I was like, man, it's like a year too early. I've been good in MXGP, and I've been like up there, and I got a few podiums towards the end of the year, but it just all clicked for that day, and it was awesome to get Team GB on the box after so many years, and to do it in front of everyone, that was amazing. A great feeling.
Twice.
Yeah, I know.
Do you feel any extra pressure now or expectation on your shoulders after that event? And is it something that you reflect on often?
No, I almost feel less. I feel like it's, I feel like sort of proven, not proven, but like okay, I trust myself.
Yeah.
Like, okay, no, I can do it. On a bad day, if I have a bad training or if I have a thing, it's like, okay, something's not quite right because I can do it, and I know there's many other great guys, but and it's hard to get things right. But when it is right, we can be near the top.
It's like that first win, isn't it? You know you're close to getting it. It's just something has to click. You get it like a bus. 2 come along at once. They did that day. Like I say, now you trust yourself, and you're almost more relaxed about the job that you now have to do, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. It's tough because. You know, when you're so close, it's like, man, you can almost taste it. You almost try, maybe sometimes too hard.
Yeah.
And some days when it just doesn't go right, and you're like, man, what do I have to do? Maybe I'm just not. Maybe I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know what I have to do. And then, man, when you have days like that, it's like, no, right. You never know how close you are. It's the small things that make a difference. And of course, everyone's great in this championship, and we're all at the top level. So to be a little bit off can be the difference from being 15th to winning. That's it. You know.
Yeah, well, we're here in Red Sand, new venue, a track you know fairly well, I guess, I imagine, from the training. But has it changed? Has the layout changed much? No,
to be honest, it's I was very surprised. It's pretty much basically the same as when we've been here in January. I mean, many of the guys have been here. It's not just us.
Sure.
It's this is the place to come and train. You know, it's like it's like going to America. You might as well. The weather's great, everything's brilliant, and it's still in Europe. So no, the conditions are good. The jumps are a bit steeper than what they were in training, but to be honest, it's pretty similar. A little bit windy today. That's the only thing. At the moment, it's a bit windy, but I think tomorrow is meant to be better. All
right, more from Max in a moment. Let's give you a quick reminder as to how you can win in this week's competition. Greenland MX are providing us with the prizes this week. So our new MXGP partner, Greenland MX, sponsored this weekend's Facebook like and share contest. All you have to do is like Greenland MX on Facebook, then like and share this post that you see on screen for a chance to win big prizes, including a Greenland MX Reinforced tent, 3 walls, MXGP TV Season Pass, and a copy of MXGP3, the official motocross video game. So what are you waiting for? Like and share now and win some amazing prizes with MXGP and Greenland MX. Max, back to you, though. How are you feeling in terms of the championship? 2 rounds down, coming into round 3. Happy with how you're going? How was Valkenswaard last week? Just give us a quick summary as to the first first 2 rounds that we've had?
You know, coming off of last year, I was banging out the podiums and got some good ones. And coming into this year, we felt good in the off season, you know, like everyone does. And pre-season races were going well. Things were clicking. I mean, we've made some changes. You know, the bike is different. Things are progressing and being updated, and that's a really good thing. We're right there with everything. And I felt like Argentina was it was annoying. You know, I mean, I felt great and I was loving it, and I ended up messing up the start completely in the first race and then going down in the second one on the start, and I went down in the first race. It's one of those things where almost I knew I'd had the winter to be like, yeah, I won the last race at the Nations, I'm coming in, and almost tried a bit too hard and then ended up going, and I was like, oh, and it was a bit of a shame because you've got to ride that line of going too hard and not hard enough. But then, so I made a couple of mistakes there in Argentina, but we came back and regrouped and went into Valkenswaard feeling good. Okay, the conditions there were extreme. But yeah, Sunday felt good. I was right there for the podium on the last lap, and again I was pushing and I ended up just sliding out. It's just one of those things. I felt like we were all right there for a podium position. Of course, the two other guys, you know, Jeffrey and Tony definitely have been a step ahead of everyone. But I feel like the rest of the guys are close and are having a great race. It's just a bit annoying, obviously. You know, it's like, man, we do all this work and they're still ahead. But yeah. All right.
Okay, well, we're going to lighten the mood with some quick fire questions. We're going to fly through these. So no, you can't really think about these answers. One word answers. Okay, ready?
Not good at them.
Ready? Who is the smartest person you know?
Millie Sears.
You have to say that. Come on. And the funniest?
Millie Sears.
Paul Manning.
Good lad. I like that.
Who is the coolest person ever and why?
Bruce Edel.
Could be anybody. Yeah, Bruce Edel. Good choice.
Bruce Edel. Just because, you know, he's a twin.
Are you tidy or untidy?
I'm tidy.
OCD.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah. When you're not racing, what do you like to do?
Not much else. Train, ride. No,
Sleep.
I've got a new puppy, so I look after my son and daughter. I call them.
So you've got Mufasa with its own social page.
And Mimi.
And Mimi has a social page as well, or not?
Not yet, actually. We need to get on it. No, of course, training and things. But I've got into a little bit of golf. Last year. Doing a little. I mean, the American guys play golf all the time, so I thought, you know, there must be something there. But to be honest, Antti has us on such a strict program, we don't have time to do anything else apart from ride and train. And
he's the one that goes and plays golf.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Right. We've got a question on social media as well for you, Max, and this one's from Johnny J5, and he says, "What are hurling's weaknesses, and how can you see this to your advantage?"
You've got about a minute or so.
Well, if I knew that, I mean,
yeah. And if he does know it, he's not going to tell us.
No, I mean, fair play. He's solid in all areas, and the only way you're going to go against him is be able to match him, and that is physical, training, team, everything, and speed. And he does have a step above most of us now with speed. It's I mean, Tony can match it at times. So, yeah, if I knew it, I would. I'm searching. And don't get me wrong. I'm trying every minute of the day, and every minute I'm awake to try and figure it out and try and go faster, and that's it.
All right, Max Anstie. Well, thanks for joining us on our studio show here. Before we meet our next guest, I'm just looking at the timing screen over Max's shoulder there. Josh Spinks has been leading this LCQ in the MX250 class right from the very first lap. 1.2 seconds clear of Liam Knight. Yuri Quarti is third, and Mahit Villanueva is fourth. So they're the 4 guys that are going to transfer to the main event. We've got a couple of reserves in there, but just to keep you an update
Used
there
to race
on
Josh
EMX 250. Yeah, so good to see him.
65s, 85s, yeah, good.
Yeah.
Going back. Anyway, Max, thanks a lot for joining us. All the best for this weekend and the rest of the season. Let's see what happened in MXGP Race 2. Highlights from MXGP of Europe a week ago. MXGP Race 2. Hurling's up out of the seat early, trying to get across Anstie, but once again, it was Tony Cairoli, his second foxhole shot of the day, his 4th of the season. Max Anstie, 99, just ahead of his teammate Paul Land, giving chase to both Wilbo Yamahas of the 91 of Siwa. and the 24 of Simpson, as Febvre surprised Paulhan with a move of his own. Once again, another great start for Van Horbeke. Quickly into second on his Monster Energy Yamaha as Kai Rowley tried to disappear at the head of the field. He didn't want to make the same mistake he did in race 1. A slight bobble for the Belgian. He managed to hold on to that second place, though, and a much better start for Tim Geiser. But the 243 had the first of 2 spills. The first here, whilst trying to go around the outside of Paulhan. He picked himself up in 20th position. As Jeffrey Herlings found his way around the outside of Paulhan at the top of the hill. Paulhan reacted immediately and stayed ahead of the Bullet as they fought over 4th place. Goldenhoff was in 2nd, Paulhan 3rd, Herlings 4th. Kai Rowley disappeared to the tune of about 7 seconds. Head down, elbows up. Kai Rowley in no mood for messing around. But before long, Herlings was through into 2nd as Van Horbeke took a high-speed crash and out of the race. Disappointing end for the Belgian. Another moment of madness for the little ring-rusty Tim Geiser, but he did soldier on to come home in 13th. In the closing stages of the race, the 84 started to close in on the 222 as they battled over the lead. Paulhan up the inside of Goldenhoff for 3rd in what would be a vital pass in the end to get the Frenchman on the podium at the end of the day. Kai Rowley continued to do all he could at the head of the field, but it seemed like it was never going to be enough. The 2 riders mastering the difficult sand conditions, but with 3 laps to go. Kai Rowley's turn at the front was done. Herlings went inside through the final chicane, took over the lead. Kai Rowley, though, couldn't quite match the pace of the Bullet. And in the end, it was a 1-1, a double moto victory for Jeffrey Herlings. Kai Rowley was 2nd, Paulhan 3rd. And the victory overall meant Jeffrey Herlings became the first Dutchman to win the Grand Prix here at Valkenswaard in the Premier class. He continues to lead the championship now by 6 points over Kai Rowley, and Clement de Sal 24 points further back on the Monster Energy Kawasaki in 3rd. Next stop, Red Sand in Spain, round 3. Can Jeffrey Herlings do it again, or will there be another winner on the top step of the podium when we go there? Okay, our third and final guest is with us now, Mr. Daniel Zollinger from STC Racing. He's the media manager at STC Racing Husqvarna. Relatively new team, been around the paddock just for a couple of years in MX2. Daniel, welcome to our live TV studio show here. I know you're a little bit nervous, but
yes.
Please try and relax. What is, first of all, STC? What does it stand for?
STC is a team. We have this team since 10 years.
Yeah.
The team starts with Colin Streubel. This is also STC, Streubel Colin.
Yeah.
And we start first in the Supercross, only in the German championship, and go after into the outdoor racings.
Okay.
In this time, we have 2 wins in the championship, in the Youngster Cup, in the EDEC, with Stefan Kier-Olsen, and the later time with his brother, Thomas Kier-Olsen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's the team's 2nd season in MX2. This year you're doing the overseas races as well. So for yourself and Henry Jacobi, that must feel like a positive step forward.
Yeah, it's definitely a positive step forward for the team. Yes, also, we must make this step when we go in the top 10 with Henry. Also positive for the sponsors, everything. It's very good.
And, of course, Paul mentioned in Patagonia that Henry had a good winter. He's 100% healthy. And you can see this in his riding as well. So you must be pretty pleased.
Yes, that's so. Henry starting in the beginning from the December with the training with his trainer, Conrad Smolinski. Let's go for 2 or 3 weeks. Let's beginning from December to Spain, only for condition and fitness training. I go only for biking and also for running and swimming with no motorbikes. Okay. Well, it's coming back and start with the new riding coach with Christoph Selent. He's a German. and they make a very good job in this time. I stay a long time over here in Red Sand for practice, and this is what we see in the moment.
Absolutely. Well, we have a question for you, Daniel, on social media. This one's from Andy McKinstry, and he says, what did Henry work on over the winter, because it has clearly worked, and did you expect him to be this fast?
Yes, it's a similar answer with this question before. Huh?
Yeah.
And yes, we accepted and we hope this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's, I mean, from the outside watching the race, you know, he's definitely gone up another level. But maybe some of this is because he's 100%, he's healthy, he's fit.
Yes.
And when you are fit, you can be fast, you go faster for longer, all these things. But, you know, I think he has surprised many people this year, really.
Yeah, that's so. And we're working very hard all for this. Huh?
Yeah.
Also, the team, we're a small team. Yes, I'm media manager, but I make everything. Yeah. Also, Colin Streubel, who is the team, the crew chief, I make everything. It's I drive the truck, I make everything.
Sure.
Also.
Yeah. Well, look, in Valkenswaard 1 week ago, he came so close. Henry Jacobi came so close to getting a third-place finish in the second race. But then he fell, unfortunately, DNF'd. Is he okay? Obviously, he's here racing this weekend, but no injuries? No?
Yes, no, it's Henry's okay.
Yeah.
Have a little bit hard impact.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's okay.
But he was very fast last week.
Yes. It's ready for this race. I like this track. We hope the best.
Okay.
Absolutely. And if you could tell us, what is the future for STC Racing Husqvarna? I mean, perhaps do you have any young riders riding in EMX at all?
The future, we went doing the same, what we make. We hope for more possibilities in the new time. With these results, I don't thanks help from Henry Jacobi this time. We have in the EMX, we have 2 riders with Laurenz Falke and Justin Troche, these very young riders from German. We also supported from Husqvarna. We have these 2 riders in the team for the support.
Okay.
Okay. And we can see them in 125, in 85, or in 125, did you say?
125. In the MX 125, these 2 riders.
So we see in Trentino?
Yes.
Yes, hopefully.
Yes, we hopefully. We have another riders. We have now STC Racing, not only STC Husqvarna Racing, with multi-brand.
Okay. All right. Well, look, the track here at Red Sand looks really nice at the moment. Yes, it's a little bit windy, but I follow Henry on social media. I know he spends a lot of time here. Is this track somewhere that he is looking forward to racing? Is it one that he likes? And when he arrived here today, was he like, yes, you know, this is my track, kind of?
Yes, that's Henry's favorite track.
Yeah.
Well, I stay a long time here, and we hope I can doing the best here. Henry's ready.
Yeah.
And we see. I think it's everything. It's possibility here.
Yeah.
Everything.
How old is Henry actually? What
it's
age?
21. It's 22.
Coming
this year.
All right. So he still has.
This and the next season can ride in the MX2.
All right.
Yeah.
So hopefully then this year he gets some good solid results and can concentrate on top 10 is the goal, do you think?
Yes. That's the focus from this season, from Henry and so also from the team.
Yeah.
Is top 10, and for next year, the next deep. Okay. We let this open.
All right. Well, look.
Everything is possible.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he can.
We hope also.
Yeah. Hopefully he can.
We're doing all for Henry in the time.
Good.
This time.
Well, look. Hopefully he can stay healthy, and we can.
That is important. That's so.
All right. Well, look, Daniel Zollinger, thanks for joining us here today on our MXGP TV studio show. We are out of time. Yeah. Lisa, it's been a cracker. I'm looking forward to getting to the racing here later on this afternoon, in which you can join us. MX2 qualifying is live on MXGP TV today at 4:25. That's when the gate drops, and MXGP qualifying race at 5:10. Brand new venue here for the third round of the FI Motocross World Championship here, the MXGP of La Comunitat Valenciana. I hope I said that right.
That's good accent.
Was that good?
That was really good, impressive.
Okay. Of course, thanks to Daniel for joining us here, to Max Anstie and to Conrad Mewse. We are out of time. Enjoy the action on MXGP TV the rest of this weekend. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. See you then. Bye for now.